to Daddy, Dad and Me. We are adoptive parents to little man and have been for around 8-9 months now, so that all happened last year, back in the summer. We very first started our journey back in 2018, and as you'll see from our socials, mostly over on Instagram at Daddy, Dad and Me, is where we really shared openly, honestly, right from the very start. I think it was the information event that we started talking about. So you'll see a warts and all, kind of highs, lows and everything about the adoption, same-sex parenting and just parenting in general. So please feel free to have a look around the channel and ask any questions. Please do get in touch, daddydadandme@gmail.com, and come on through to the video, which is all about choosing and preparing your child for school. See you there. So what you'll want to do very first off, and I'm just talking from our opinion and viewpoint, so everybody is different, but I'm just kind of putting this video out there just as a kind of FYI. You'll need to submit details of 3 schools when you make the formal application to your local authority where you are. So you may already have schools in mind. We had a handful, but I'd probably say I narrowed that down to about 2 or 3. There may be reasons for that. We did look at the Ofsted results and the reports for those particular schools, but that wasn't a hugely deciding factor in the reason why we chose a particular school. There's going to be lots of different factors that you take. One of those could be travel. Again, once the world kind of gets back to post-COVID, lots of things are going to change. There's going to be more traffic on the roads, etc. And we kind of chose a local school, but then schools further afield, just to see what all of those schools were offering. We then approached the school to have a look around, and we probably asked about 101 questions, and I think that's okay. We wanted to know about looked after children, where the pupil premium was being spent. Did they have any other LAC children? And I wouldn't say it's a massive point, but just kind of a consideration. Did they have any other same-sex families? We were super impressed by the school that we have applied for. And the head teacher being able to speak openly and honestly to us about their approach to everything and their understanding of adopted children and looked after children. We were super impressed, and what we got most is from just speaking to parents where their children already go to that school. Everything can look nice on a piece of paper, but until you've spoken to those who actually directly go there, that's where we got the most from. And that's really much it. So you then submit your 3 choices to your local authority for looked after children. If you are not aware, it's one of the top kind of selection criteria for when you look at the I suppose it is a criteria for the schools looked after children. So, and that applies for primary schools, secondary schools and universities. If you have any problems whatsoever, speak with the virtual head, speak with the local authority and your social worker and your agency or local authority, and they will be able to have those discussions with the school, because the child should be able to get into that school with no problem whatsoever. That's really it from an application point of view. Obviously you can really start it a year in advance, but the window for applications doesn't tend to open kind of, I'd probably say about 9-10 months in advance. And then especially the primary schools, they are announced next month. So I think it's about mid-April or so that they are all announced. So it's quite some time, but I think if you need to go and see various different schools, you've got enough time to do it, speak to different parents and get a feeling for each of those schools. We have already been speaking to little man about school, and he knows that is his next step to big school, and we're already starting those discussions and to prepare him for that. We know once we have the formal decision with regards to the school, that his nursery will then become involved, and also his social workers can help with that conversation with him and helping him have that transition from nursery over into school. And that's what it's really about, just helping that transition. We walk by the school, I probably say 3-4 times a week, so he knows where it is, he knows it's a school. We've already started speaking about what he will do there, and just so he has a general understanding about it, and he is super excited already, and I think that's only going to grow as time goes on. But it's about kind of cementing that months ahead rather than kind of leaving it until the kind of last minute. And that's what we found most helpful, definitely with little man, is that if you approach those conversations early, you can build on them day by day, week by week, month by month. And he knows that going to school is where he's going to learn to read, learn to write, make friends. He's going to do so much there. And yeah, we're really excited for it. So any questions whatsoever about any of what I've kind of spoken about today, please do get in touch, daddydadandme@gmail.com, and would love to hear other people's kind of viewpoints on that. I say we only speak from our understanding of everything, and this is what's helped us to make the decision for that particular school. So yeah, we'd love to hear from others. Please do take care, and I'll see you very, very soon for another video. Bye.